from my book, Staying Put. And it's an essay called The Force of Moving Water. And it's mainly about the Ohio, although it starts with some references to the Mississippi River, because I was born within half a mile of the Mississippi River in Memphis. The river I have come to know most familiarly, the river that winds through the center of my imagination as it winds through my region, is the Ohio. I was born next to a larger one, the great brown flood into which the Ohio pours, the old man himself, the Mississippi. I remember dragging a gunny sack behind me down the rows of cotton in a field near Memphis when I was a toddler, not much taller than the bushes. Remember coming to the steep bank of a levee, climbing to the top, and then finding spread before me the mile-wide muddy water. It might have been an ocean for all I could see of the far shore. The very earth seemed to have turned liquid. I knew what it was, of course, because the slick brown river was my most famous neighbor, the father of waters. I knew stories about the way it sometimes stirred in its bed and cut a new channel or snatched houses and trees and unwary toddlers in its wet claws. I could even spell its long, snaky name, chanting the jingle, M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. Looking out over that rolling flood from the levee, I was mesmerized and terrified. Rivers still affect me that way. Anybody who is not a bit scared by a river has either not looked at a real one or not looked hard enough. Chances are your own life and the history of your place are braided with the current of a river as my life and place are braided with the Ohio. When we figure our addresses, we might do better to forget zip codes and consider where the rain goes after it falls outside our windows. We need such knowledge, need to feel as intimate with the branching and gathering of the earth's veins as we do with the veins in our own wrists. The tilt of land that snares the rain also defines where we are more profoundly than any state line or city limit. States often draw their borders along rivers, yet that is false to the land because rivers join rather than divide their two shores. My rumpled neighborhood in southern Indiana has more to do with the hill country across the river in Kentucky than it does with the glacial plains of northern Indiana. Nature ignores our political boundaries. Birds migrate up and down the valleys, seeds ride the currents, plants colonize outward from the banks, and all manner of beasts, including humans, seek homes and food and one another along the paths of rivers. A true map of our continent would show a pattern of curving watersheds stitched together along high ridges like a paisley fabric. And then this is the last excerpt.